We love talking about engines here at Classic Motorsports, and you can't have any conversation about engines without talking about the small block Chevy. It's arguably the best-selling, most popular, most famous engine of all time. They made 100 million of these things from the introduction in the 55 Chevy all the way up to about 2003. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say the small block Chevy is the most important engine ever. Why don't you put something in the comments and tell us why you agree or what engines you think really deserve that mantle. The car behind us, the 65 Corvette, has the L79 350 horse 327 Chevy. It's one of the most famous of all the small block Chevy engines. But speaking of this Corvette, it also has cocoa mats. A lot of our cars here at Classic Motorsports have cocoa mats. We love these mats because they catch sand and dirt so it doesn't show on your carpet and you can just shake it out and it's gone. We also like the way that they insulate against heat and noise. They really make a nice addition. I think you'll be really happy if you try them. All right, back to small block Chevys. So as I said earlier, when the 55 Chevy came out, the big news was this whole new design of an engine, this lightweight casting, modern engine, modern for the 50s. Ooh. Originally it was a 265 cubic inch. It soon grew to 283, which is a pretty famous Corvette engine back in the late 50s. And then by 62, it became the 327, like the one in this car. Now, Chevy had a myriad of variants for these engines. Just in this car alone, they had a base 250 horse hydraulic lifter engine, an upgraded 300 horse hydraulic lifter engine, the ultimate hydraulic lifter engine, the 350 horse, the L79 like in this car. Then they had a 365 horse mechanical lifter version, and the top of the line was a fuel injected, mechanically fuel injected back in 1965, 375 horse, 327 engine. That's a lot of power in that time period from a stock mass-produced engine. By the late 60s, the 327 begat the 350, the famous 350 Chevy engine. You know, from a performance or racing standpoint, there's no easier engine to work on, find knowledge on, find parts for. They make everything for these engines, from aftermarket fuel injection parts to dual quads to race spec hardware. If you can't find it for a small block Chevy, it probably doesn't exist. So it's not quite as light as a small block Ford, but compared to anything else back in the 50s and even 60s, the small block Chevy is a very lightweight, compact, well-designed and well-produced engine. When these engines first came out in 1955, hot rodders loved them. As soon as a car got broken or destroyed, they would take that engine and put it in anything from an older Corvette to a 32 Ford hot rod. I mean, they went everywhere. So it's probably the most swapped engine until the LS came along in '99 of any car. I mean, almost all hot rods have small block Chevys because they were that popular. They're the cheapest engine to work on too. I mean, if it costs $1,000 to buy something for a Ford, chances are you can get the same thing for a Chevy, equivalent Chevy, for about half that amount. It's just because of the mass amounts of these engines, everything from cams to pistons to oil pans, everything is cheap for a small block Chevy. All these characteristics make the small block Chevy lovable. It's so easy to keep this 65 Corvette running. To take it on a tour, you never have to worry about, will you be able to find a part if something breaks? They're powerful, they sound great, they run smooth, they're just great engines. Yeah, if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, please like, subscribe to our channel, and click on our website, classicmotorsports.com. We're always talking about this kind of stuff.
Support brands that support Classic Motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. Visit crcindustries.com to learn more. If you like this video and want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And to see more stories like this, visit us online at classicmotorsports.com.